Alrighty then. Successful Indie Author 5-Minute Focus, episode 1175. Such a boner. Can you believe that? I just said boner on public TV. Oh my God. It's crazy. It's crazy. Euphemism and innuendo. Euphemism, when you substitute a less acerbic word for one that's more straightforward, such as downsizing as opposed to layoffs, cuts, firings, whatever you want to call that, or boner, which actually doesn't include a bone. I think is a hilarious word because there's no bone involved. No bone. I've written some 8-9 million words, and I think I might have used the word boner once out of 9 million words. I think it's funny. I think it's a funny word. So anyway, I'll use it here. And let's see. Geez, I did away with my slides. There we go. You could say something as simple as throbbing, purple, moisture-seeking love missile, which people will know that's a euphemism for boner. Now, do you use that word or do you use erection, hard on? What about organ? Organ versus orgasm. Both of them could be used weirdly. Organ. Think about when you get a turkey for Thanksgiving. You get giblets. Giblets or giblets? Are you a GIF person or are you a GIF person? Yes. One of those will get you condemned to the 9th level of Hades. The other one is what everybody else says. So giblets. What do you see in there? Do you see a turkey boner? No. So is it an organ? We don't know. And orgasm, of course, that speaks for itself. And it's too close to organ, so that makes them both funny. Anyway, is that what we use? Playing the skin flute. What about the musicality of innuendo? Does anybody play the skin flute? What does that really mean? Once again, that shit's funny. That's what she said. Okay, that has run its course. I don't think I've ever used it in a book. I might have used it once, but as a play on how it's not funny anymore, but it could be funny in the right situation, especially if the wrong person says it. That's what makes it funny. So humor. How do you use innuendo for humor? Excuse me. Words. They're all authors have to work with. That's it. We don't have anything else. We can put art in our book and stuff like that, but words. We generally use those words to describe things and paint pictures and images. And with innuendo, you can paint pictures without having to get too descriptive. And you could throw in words that are funny. Stanley's on the floor over here, so he keeps moving around. I wonder if he's going to jump on the bed or not. Who knows? But our words, they're all we have to work with. So we make the most of them by using smaller ones that fill that euphemism role, that fill that innuendo role, that can lead to a different situation. I use them purely for humor's sake when I do, but like I said, I use maybe 2 or 3 times out of 9 million words because I don't write the spicy books. I write books that have more action, more adventure, more build up to a military science fiction or space opera, relationships where we're not chasing people down corridors with boners pointing the way. I try to avoid that stuff. So words, paint those images, and the fewer words you can use, the better it is. In epic fantasy, I mean, you take 9 pages to describe a mountain or a tree and the feelings that go around that. That's cool. That's what that genre requires. Stuff I write, 60, 65,000 words, I can't commit 9 pages to writing about a tree. So I keep it short. With a short 1-word innuendo, I can say everything I want to say about the situation without getting too overly descriptive or getting quagmired in what spicy means or taking myself out of what I want, which is my target audience of 13 to 65 plus. So at 13, we could say boner, but at 12, you probably don't want to. So at 13, you could say that. At 13, you probably don't want to go into all of the descriptive details that go along with the throbbing, purple, moisture-seeking love missile. So that's my target audience. If your target audience is 18 plus, You risk getting condemned to the Erotica dungeon on Amazon, where you can't advertise your book. And I absolutely don't want that. So I don't get too descriptive on anything that could get me doomed and condemned to the Erotica dungeon. Spicy romance is okay, but where's that line? It's like the Supreme Court said, porn. It's, I'll know it when I see it. Well, that's not a very good standard. And that's kind of what you get when you're writing. Is it spicy romance or is it erotica? Well, spicy romance has romance as the main theme. Depends on who's looking at it and what they determine. So I don't go there. 13 to 18 plus, that's my target demographic, because there's a lot of adult readers who read 13 to 18 plus because they want a cleaner book. Okay, you can throw in a word or two that might have some great innuendo value, but you're not getting too descriptive and you're not losing your reader. That's the most important thing. You don't want to lose that reader that you worked so hard to get in the first place. All right, there you go. Don't let it be a boner for you. Let it make money. Let it sell readers and get them to come back for the next book. Peace, fellow humans.